You've probably heard the words .22 long rifle and thought beginner's round. It's the cartridge that most people associate with plinking cans in the backyard, maybe even bagging a rabbit or squirrel if you're out hunting. It's cheap, doesn't have much recoil, and compared to a 9mm or 45 ACP, it almost feels like a toy. But what if I told you that the .22 long rifle is actually involved in more civilian gun deaths than any other caliber in America? That's right. You might want to rethink everything you thought you knew. Today, we're going to break this down. From grizzly bears to presidents, this little round has a dark, twisted history that will shock you. Let's dive in. Introduced in 1887 by the J. Stevens Arms and Tool Company, the .22 long rifle is one of the oldest cartridges still in use today. It's a rimfire round, meaning the primer is located in the rim of the cartridge case, which is struck by the firing pin to ignite the propellant. Typically, a .22 long rifle round fires a 40-grain bullet at a muzzle velocity of around 1,200 feet per second when fired from a rifle, generating about 130 foot-pounds of energy. When shot from a handgun, that velocity drops to about 900 to 1,000 feet per second. Now sure, those numbers may seem small compared to larger calibers, but don't be fooled. It's what this round does after it hits its target that makes it truly dangerous. What makes the .22 long rifle so deadly isn't just its size, it's the way it behaves once it enters the body. Unlike larger bullets that leave a clear wound channel, the .22 can tumble and fragment inside the body. That means it ricochets off bones, wedges itself in vital organs, and creates multiple wound paths. It's a nightmare for doctors trying to treat the damage. A well-placed .22 round to the head or heart can be just as deadly, if not more so, than a bigger caliber. In fact, it's often more lethal because it's less likely to over-penetrate. What does that mean? All the round's energy stays right inside the target, but it's not just about the lethality. The .22 long rifle is also one of the most accessible rounds in the United States. It's everywhere. It's inexpensive and easy to find. For many, it's the first caliber they use. That includes criminals and even people contemplating suicide. It's a round that's tragically easy to get your hands on, and its role in gun violence is significant. Let's talk about what this round can really do. One of the most astonishing stories involving a .22 long rifle comes from Bella Twin, a hunter in Alberta, Canada, who killed a world record grizzly bear with a .22 long rifle. This bear, weighing over 1,000 pounds, was charging at Bella and her hunting partner. With no other choice, she fired several shots from her .22 long rifle, eventually killing the bear. Now, think about that for a second. A tiny round like the .22 long rifle taking down one of the most massive, dangerous predators in North America. That's insane. It shows that when used with precision and determination, this little round is more lethal than most people realize. And it's not just bears. Hunters have been using .22 long rifle to take down deer, often with headshots or when the animal is already injured. Back in the 1930s, a hunter in British Columbia used a .22 long rifle to take out a black-tailed deer with a precise heart shot. This wasn't about ethics, it was about survival. While we don't recommend using a .22 long rifle for large game hunting, these stories demonstrate just how powerful this round can be when it's needed. Farmers have also used the .22 long rifle to take down hogs, even the bigger ones, weighing in at 200 to 250 pounds. There's a post on Sniper Hide about a boar weighing in at 250 pounds, killed with a single .22 long rifle shot to the head at point-blank range. Sure, this is an exception, but it's proof that a well-placed shot from a .22 long rifle can be instantly fatal. Now here's where it gets wild. In one of the most shocking instances of a .22 long rifle round's lethality, a 10-year-old elephant in Thailand was killed after multiple shots from a .22 long rifle. It took several shots, but the fact that this small caliber could take down such a large animal, That's absolutely insane. It's not just small game. This round's power extends beyond expectations. The .22 long rifle's reach isn't limited to the animal kingdom. This round has been involved in some of the most tragic and high-profile events in history. Take the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy, for example. On June 5, 1968, U.S. Senator Robert F. Kennedy was gunned down by Sirhan using a .22 caliber Iver Johnson cadet revolver. Sirhan fired multiple shots at close range, hitting Kennedy in the head and body. The small caliber was chosen for its concealability, but in the end it proved deadly, especially with that headshot. This tragic event rocked the nation and reminded everyone just how lethal the .22 long rifle can be in close quarters. Let's keep going with more jaw-dropping examples of the .22 long rifle's destructive power. Fast forward to 1981, when President Ronald Reagan was shot by John Hinckley Jr. Hinckley used a .22 long rifle revolver loaded with these creepy Devastator bullets that were designed to explode on impact. Reagan took a bullet to the chest and survived, but his press secretary, James Brady, wasn't so lucky. Brady was shot in the head, paralyzed for life, and when he passed away in 2014, his death was officially ruled a homicide linked to that .22 bullet. One shot, decades of pain, and a life tragically cut short. That's the kind of damage we're talking about. The .22 long rifle isn't to be underestimated. Then we have the Columbine High School Massacre, April 20th, 1999. One of the perpetrators, Dylan Klebold, used a Tech-9 pistol modified to fire .22 long rifle rounds. While other weapons caused most of the fatalities, the .22 long rifle was still used in the attack, adding to the chaos and injuries. The fact that the .22 long rifle was involved in such a high-profile mass shooting highlights its accessibility and presence in criminal acts, even when larger calibers are used alongside it. Now, let's jump to 2016 in Burlington, Washington, where a man named Arkin Seaton walked into a Macy's department store with a Ruger 10-22 rifle and killed 5 people, from a 16-year-old girl to a 95-year-old man. In less than 10 shots, he hit vital areas, ending 5 lives. 5 lives lost with a round that most people use for fun at the shooting range. The scariest part? It wasn't some military-grade weapon. It was a .22 long rifle. That's the terrifying part about the .22 long rifle. It's a weapon you might never expect to be so deadly, but it doesn't end there. Let's talk about suicides. In rural America, .22 rifles are as common as furniture. A 2018 study found that small-caliber guns, especially the .22 long rifle, are often used in suicides, particularly those involving headshots, and these headshots almost never miss. These aren't crimes, but they add to the toll of the .22 long rifle. It's there, it's loaded, and it's deadly. The accessibility and ubiquity of this round make it a major player in a crisis that we don't talk about enough. So, why does the .22 long rifle rack up so many bodies? One of the key reasons is its unparalleled accessibility. It's the most widely produced and distributed ammunition in the world. You can find it at virtually any gun shop, sporting goods store, or even big box retailers like Walmart. A box of 50 rounds costs as little as $3 to $5. Bulk packs of 500 rounds often sell for under $30. Compare that to 9mm ammo, which can cost $15 to $20 for just 50 rounds. This affordability makes the .22 long rifle the go-to choice for new shooters, young people, and those on a budget. And we haven't even touched on the black market. The .22 long rifle's accessibility isn't just limited to legal sales, it's also a massive problem on the black market. While larger calibers like 9mm or 45 ACP are closely monitored due to their criminal associations, the .22 long rifle flies under the radar. Its ubiquity means it's easily acquired without raising suspicion, which significantly increases its potential for misuse. A study from 1970 showed that .22 caliber rounds were involved in a third of all fatal shootings in Chicago alone. And this isn't just a U.S. issue. In countries like Australia and New Zealand, the .22 long rifle has been used in 7 mass shootings, claiming 54 lives. In 2018, a Boston study linked .22 caliber bullets to a large portion of gun-related deaths, even though they're generally considered less lethal than larger rounds. But here's the thing, the sheer volume of .22 long rifle ammunition on the streets makes it the king of fatalities. It's everywhere, and that's what makes it so dangerous. Now let's dive into why the .22 long rifle is so deadly in ways that other rounds just aren't. One of the most significant factors is its role as the first round for many young shooters. Because of its low recoil and cheap price, the .22 long rifle is often the round of choice for teaching kids how to shoot. Rifles like the Cricut or Savage Rascal are perfect for young shooters. They're lightweight, easy to handle, and perfect for fostering a respect for firearms. But this also means that the .22 long rifle is responsible for many of the unintentional shootings we see in this country. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, unintentional firearm injuries are a leading cause of death among children and adolescents in the U.S. In 2021 alone, over 1,200 children under the age of 18 were killed or injured in unintentional shootings, many of those involving .22 long rifle firearms. The combination of inexperience, accessible firearms, and a false sense of safety is a dangerous mix. Parents might assume a .22 long rifle is harmless because of its size, but that's not the case. Stories of kids accidentally shooting themselves, their siblings, or even their parents with these guns are far too common. The .22 long rifle's small size leads people to underestimate its deadly potential, but make no mistake, it's just as capable of killing as any larger round. But the .22 long rifle's association with crime doesn't end with accidental shootings. It's a favorite among criminals, too. While high-profile mass shootings often involve larger calibers like 5.56 NATO or 7.62 by 39 mm, the .22 long rifle is used frequently in lower-profile crimes like homicides, robberies, and gang violence. Its affordability and easy access make it the go-to round for those who can't afford or don't have access to more expensive ammunition. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, ATF, has reported that .22 caliber firearms are among the most commonly recovered at crime scenes. In 2020 alone, the ATF traced over 10,000 .22 caliber firearms used in criminal activities. The .22 long rifle's appeal to criminals doesn't stop there. Its quiet report, especially when fired from a suppressed firearm, makes it an ideal choice for those trying to avoid detection. Suppressors for .22 long rifle are relatively easy to obtain or manufacture, making them a popular tool for criminals who want to remain undetected in urban environments. This combination of affordability, concealability, and low noise levels makes the .22 long rifle a go-to round for those looking to avoid the law while committing their crimes. It's a weapon that doesn't attract attention, and that's what makes it so dangerous in the wrong hands. But here's the kicker. The .22 long rifle is deeply embedded in American gun culture. From summer camps to rural childhoods, it's the round most people are introduced to. Iconic firearms like the Ruger 10/22, Marlin Model 60, and Henry Golden Boy have become synonymous with the .22 long rifle. They're part of the American fabric, evoking a sense of nostalgia for generations of shooters. This cultural significance makes the .22 long rifle ubiquitous, with millions of these firearms in circulation. But here's where it gets tricky. Because it's so widely accepted, it often gets normalized. People think of it as a harmless round, something safe enough for kids to shoot, but that perception is dangerous. The widespread acceptance of the .22 long rifle leads to complacency. People see it as an innocent tool for shooting targets in the backyard, and that mindset can lead to careless handling or misuse. What's even more concerning is that the .22 long rifle isn't subject to the same regulatory scrutiny as larger calibers. In many states, buying a .22 long rifle firearm or ammunition is as easy as picking up a pack of gum at the store. This lack of regulation, combined with its cultural prominence, makes the round even more dangerous. It's treated like a toy, when in reality it's anything but. Some argue that the .22 long rifle's dangers are overstated when compared to larger calibers. After all, it doesn't have the stopping power of a 9mm or a .45 ACP. It's not likely to incapacitate someone immediately, and it's often recommended for training because of its low recoil and affordability. But here's the thing, just because it's cheaper and less powerful doesn't mean it isn't deadly. The .22 long rifle's accessibility, versatility, and deceptive lethality make it a much bigger threat than most people realize. It's responsible for a significant number of deaths, both accidental and intentional, and it's often the round of choice for criminals and those who can't get their hands on larger calibers. The danger isn't just in the round itself, it's in how easily it can be obtained and how little scrutiny it faces. Let's talk about why this round is still loved by so many. Despite its potential for harm, the .22 long rifle continues to be beloved by shooters across the country, and for good reason. This round is not just affordable, it's reliable, versatile, and surprisingly powerful in the right hands. For many, the .22 long rifle is their gateway into the world of shooting. It's the perfect round for beginners, offering a low recoil experience that allows shooters to build skills without breaking the bank. Its availability, combined with its reputation as a great training tool, ensures that millions of these rounds are sold every year, whether it's for target practice, varmint hunting, or even home defense in some cases. The .22 long rifle remains a favorite among recreational shooters. One of the most premium .22 long rifle rounds on the market today is the Norma Hunter .22 Power. This round hits hard, even when fired from shorter-barreled rifles or pistols. With its 40-grain hollow point and a blistering muzzle velocity of 1,263 feet per second, it's a top choice for hunters looking for clean kills. The copper-plated bullet ensures smooth feeding in both bolt action and semi-auto platforms, and it doesn't gum up the action like some other .22 long rifle rounds. This ammo strikes a balance between high velocity for a flat trajectory and enough weight to transfer energy right where it counts. It's engineered to punch through and deliver all its energy into the target, making it a top performer for small game hunting. For self-defense enthusiasts, Federal's Personal Defense Punch .22 long rifle is a game changer. This round is marketed as the first practical self-defense option in the .22 long rifle category. The bullet's design focuses on retaining its weight to increase energy and penetration, ensuring it performs as well as possible for its size. Federal's innovation in bullet geometry, with its flat nose and nickel-plated jacket, ensures that the round travels fast and minimizes expansion, allowing it to penetrate deep into the target. It's not going to replace a 9mm for self-defense, but it provides an option for those who rely on a .22 long rifle for protection. The Federal Punch is capable of consistent accuracy at short ranges, making it a solid choice for personal defense in a pinch. And then there's the CCI Stinger, a favorite among .22 long rifle enthusiasts. Known for its speed and accuracy, the Stinger comes in at 1,640 feet per second with a 32-grain copper-plated bullet. These rounds are hypervelocity, making them much faster and more powerful than your standard .22 long rifle rounds. The increased powder capacity and copper-plated bullet design give the Stinger a significant edge, providing reliable performance and a flat trajectory that's perfect for varmints. But like all high-speed rounds, the Stinger has its drawbacks. The lighter bullet doesn't work in every .22 long rifle chamber, but for the shooters who do use it, the Stinger is a powerful and accurate choice. For those looking for more penetration, the CCI Velociter offers a 40-grain hollow point, traveling at 1,435 feet per second. This round strikes a balance between hypervelocity and high velocity, making it a reliable performer for hunting and self-defense alike. It features a copper-plated hollow point derived from the gold dot bullet technology, ensuring deep penetration and reliable expansion. Though it's not the most accurate for target shooting, the Velociter is a devastating choice for small game and self-defense, especially when fired from a longer barrel. Finally, we've got the Agila Interceptor, which is perfect for hunting small to medium-sized varmints like coyotes and foxes. With a 40-grain bullet traveling at more than 1,470 feet per second, the Interceptor delivers a flatter trajectory and impressive accuracy, making it a favorite among hunters. The copper-plated bullet ensures that the round feeds reliably in rifles and pistols alike, offering the consistency needed for successful hunts. This round's high velocity ensures it delivers a quick, clean kill with minimal pelt damage, making it a top pick for those who prioritize both speed and efficiency in their ammo. So, what do you think? Have you ever underestimated the .22 long rifle? Or do you have a story about this round that proves just how dangerous it can be? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into firearm safety, trends, and much more. Make sure to click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.